Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video I've got my faves and fails for you for November 2022. I did another 8 videos in November, most of which were about holiday shopping. I had a couple of holiday gift guides in Amazon, a general gifts for her, and then of course a Black Friday gift guide last Friday that covered Black Friday, Cyber Monday. But don't worry, that's not all there was. I also did a video comparing the new Shark Flex Style hair dryer that is similar to the Dyson. I did a skincare video on a simple pared down 3-step skincare routine that a lot of you had been asking for. And I did 2 new makeup try-ons featuring some of your most requested products. So there was a lot going on here in the past month, and in today's video I like to talk about things that I discovered as new favorites, things that I tried that didn't work out so well, that were fails, and a lot of things in between. So I think everybody kind of liked how I did it last time, which is that I did the faves up front, I did the things that were neither faves nor fails in the middle, and then I did the fails at the end. So I think we'll go ahead and do that again this time. So before we get into the faves and fails, I wanted to see if you guys would be interested in doing a little project with me. I got an email from a teacher who was looking for supplies for her classroom. And it turns out she's like a viewer of mine. So she asked me if I'd be willing to share her wish list with my audience to see if we could purchase some of these things for her classroom and help them out. So I said I would love to do that, and I was hoping that with the power of all the wonderful women out there that we could clear off this list, or at least make a good dent in it. Everything that we buy off the list would go to a 3rd grade classroom in Georgia. The teacher's name is Angela Hansen. So I'm going to put a link to her Amazon wish list in the info box below the video. If you want to click over to that, you can buy things. The school shipping address is already in there, so all you have to do is add it to your cart. It will be automatically sent to them. No pressure, you know, it's all anonymous, so no one will know if you do it or not. And I just wanted to say thank you in advance. If you do maybe send something, it would be awesome. I'll definitely be sending a few things myself. So I think this is a great little project that we could all participate in together and feel a real sense of community around it. So thanks so much if you do decide to participate. All right, so let's get into the faves and fails. First thing up is a product that I've been using for years and I love. It is the EarthRx Bod Pods. For those of you who don't know what this is a product that was invented by my dad. He's a mad scientist who loves bubbles, and he invented a single-use body wash pod that is biodegradable and earth-friendly. So they've got 2 different scents. This is their regular fragrance in the blue. They've got unscented here in the turquoise. So you take this into the shower with you. When water hits this film on the outside, the film dissolves and you're left with body wash. So you can either just rub it in your hands or you can use like a scrunchie. I find that it works better if you use like a scrunchie. You get lots and lots of lather and foam. It is the best formula. It's all plant-based, and so it's mild and gentle on your skin. It's really hydrating. It never strips your skin. It doesn't leave you feeling dry when you get out of the shower. And from time to time, they offer me a discount code to offer to you guys. And so I have a new discount code for you for 20% off site-wide at EarthRx. So you can use it to get 20% off a single pack. They also sell 2 packs or 3 packs. An individual pack contains 36 bod pods. You can get their little tin, which is great for travel. I think they're selling a set of 3 tins, and each tin contains, I want to say 12 or 15 bod pods. So it's 12, because that way you're getting a full pack of bod pods. So you're getting 36 bod pods and 3 tins. That makes a great stocking stuffer. The packaging is also biodegradable. The inks they use are plant-based inks. Even the little zipper on the zipper bag is biodegradable. When I finish off a bag, I just fold it into my garden soil outside and let it decompose there, and in 6 months it is completely gone. So that is awesome. Ideally, you're supposed to remember to grab one and take it in with you. Sometimes you forget, and when you're in there, you're like, oh, uh-oh, so you just reach in the bag and hope they don't dissolve. And of course, because once you introduce water into the bag, all the Bod Pods start to dissolve and you end up with a bag full of mush, basically. So one way that I solved the problem is I bought myself an empty foamer, and I got this on Amazon. It's sold in a set of 2. I put one in my kids' bathroom, one in my bathroom. I take about 10 or 15 Bod Pods, put them in the bowl, dissolve them, and then pour it all into here. And now I have Bod Pods foam at the ready, and I don't have to remember to bring a pod in with me. And I gotta say, I get a lot longer use out of, say, these 15 Bod Pods. This will last me like a couple of months. The first time I showed these, I did get a couple of comments saying, well, what's the point? You're using a plastic bottle in your shower. The point is that this lives in my shower forever. I don't throw it out every month like I was putting a big plastic bottle in the landfill, and it helps you to use a product like this that doesn't contribute any waste to the landfill. Then I am all for it. I'll link this one in the info box below the video. All right, you guys, next I want to talk about the Nira laser. This is an at-home non-fractional laser device that I've been using for the last 2 3/4 months. I started in September. I'll finish up my trial of it in December, about a week from now. Then I'll be taking my final before and after pictures on it. But in the meantime, so many of you wanted to know if it was Angie approved in time for Black Friday. So I snapped a few after pictures and I compared them, and I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is actually working. I was so psyched because, you know, I hate to use a gadget for 3 months and do the testing on it only to find out that it really didn't do anything for me. And I've done so many of those this year. But, you know, I guess that's the point of doing the trial and errors, is not everything is going to work, but this one, it has. But what I was really psyched about is that Nira had offered me a 50% off link for you guys for Black Friday. So I wasn't sure how long that 50% off was going to last, and so I emailed my contact at Nira today and I said, hey, how long does it go for? I'll put a note right here if I hear back from her by the time this video goes up saying that this is still 50% off with my link. And that way, if you didn't see that video and, you know, hadn't purchased it but were interested in it, you could check it out and still get it for the 50% off. So anyway, really happy about that one. All right, wanted to talk about a couple of Christmas gift ideas for a second. I had shown this back massager in one of my Christmas gift idea videos. It has red light, it has heat, and it has these balls that rotate around at different speeds, and they have different rotation patterns. So they'll go in this direction for a while, then they'll switch directions for a while. And this is for if you have any kind of aches and pains, pretty much anywhere on your body. You could use it on your shoulder, your neck, but it's really made for the back. And oh my gosh, this thing feels so good. When I'm editing videos now, I just put it in the chair behind me when my back starts getting sore, like later in the day, and it just works out the knots and all the tension back there. I have bought a bunch of these for people in my life for Christmas. I feel like everyone's getting one this year because everybody has like ouchy back pain. Another great little gift idea are these USB lighters. This one was a gift from my brother last year for Christmas. I didn't realize that this one comes in lots of different colors. So this one comes in like a rose gold or red or, you know, whatever. But it's a great little gizmo. You charge it, you press this button, and it's got that little fire in there that you can light things with. This one has a neck so that you can get into candles or into your grill. This one's just a little bit sleeker, smaller, fits in a drawer better, but they make great stocking stuffers. Then one other product that I think could be a great gift is a lighted magnifying mirror. And you guys know that I love my Ricky mirror, but this guy is so spendy. It's like over $200. My favorite part about it is that it has this magnifying mirror that just magnets right onto the front, so it's easy on and off. Well, I saw this one, it just looks so good, and I put it in my cart at Amazon and ordered it so that I could show it to you live and in person, and unfortunately it hasn't come in yet, but I just think it looks like such a perfect solution because it has a mirror that's much smaller than this, but it magnets onto the mirror, and that is the main thing, is that the ability to magnet on and off, because the suction cups, they're so hard to get them on and off, and they leave that ring on your mirror. All right, let's talk about makeup next. There are 3 eyeshadow palettes that I wanted to mention in this video. 2 are faves, one is a maybe. The 2 that are faves are these 2. Now, I know I've talked about this one a lot this holiday season. It is a limited edition Sephora palette. It's called the Wishing You palette. This one is an 8-pan palette, and it retails for $8. I'm wearing this one today. I love it. I reach for it constantly. I just love how neutral it is. It really has the perfect colors. It has the perfect blend of shimmers and mattes, and it is just a really fantastic palette. For under $10 regular price, you can't beat it. And then the other palette is this little guy from ColourPop. It's their Truly Iconic palette. It has everything that you need to do like a basic eye look or something really wintry and icy, because it has these 3 shimmers down the middle. I mean, and ColourPop really does the best shimmers. They're not full of glitter, they're really beautiful, but then the colors around it are also great. Like this is kind of that pale matte that you need to do like your inner corner. Then it does have a nice medium tone matte here for you to blend out your crease, and it's got a nice deep dark black. So that's a great palette, $14 for that one. Okay, so going from the inexpensive to the probably pretty expensive, there's a couple of Dior products that I tried in videos this month, and I actually really like these two a lot. People have been asking me if I like this Dior concealer as much as I like Lancome Idole Ultra Wear Concealer, and the answer is no. I do like this, and I do think it performed really well when I tested it, but it wasn't nearly as good as my Tint Idole, so I'm not reaching for this one as much as I do this one, because this really is my holy grail, but it was a really good one. If you don't like this and you're looking for something else, maybe give this one a try. And then the other thing from Dior that I really liked is this blush, the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow Blush in pink. And that color, it just is so like, oh my gosh, it's so scary bubblegum pink, but you put it on and it just gives you the most beautiful flush of color. It's not that it changes color, but it doesn't come off on your skin like this hot pink. And it seems to have just the best little bit of sheen to it, so that you don't really need to wear a highlighter with it. I don't have highlighter on, this is just the blush, and I think it's just gorgeous. So that is a beautiful product, love that. A new brand that I discovered this month is Persona. These were sent to me in PR. They have an eyeliner that I really, really like. I've been reaching for this so much. It works really well in the waterline. It doesn't transfer. It's very creamy, so you barely touch it to your eyelid or your waterline, and it is solid line. You know how some eyeliners, they're so dry and you have to be like rub, 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 scrape, 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 and then you finally get a little color? Not this one. This is so creamy and so pigmented. It's like, whoop, done. Eyeliner done. So loving that. They also sent their blush multi-sticks. My 2 favorite shades in this are Teddy and Bubble. I guess bubble is the word for today. Every time you hear bubble, I was gonna say take a shot, but we're not in college. So have a sip of your wine if it's wine time, or a sip of your tea or coffee if it's morning, whatever. This is Bubble, this is Teddy. They're both beautiful. I used them in a testing new makeup video earlier in the month and really like them. They're very creamy. They just glide over the skin. They blend really easily, and kind of like the Dior blush, they give you that like little bit of a highlight sheen, so you don't need to add highlighter with them. My favorite makeup product from my more recent makeup testing video is this Merit Bronze Balm. I have this in the shade Clay. This comes in, I want to say like 7 or 8 different shades. The packaging is gorgeous. I don't usually talk about the packaging, but it's beautiful. And it's just a bronzing stick. And much like the Persona products, this is so creamy that you don't really need to rub it hard on your skin. And I just use this to do my around the face bronzing warming up. So I have it on my forehead, do my cheek contour with it, do my nose contour with it. Oh, I forgot to do this contour. I usually contour a little bit under here with the sagging of the jawline. I bring that up a little higher. Then I go in with my BK 106 brush and just blend it out. The blend on this is just a breeze, and it doesn't leave you looking muddy or dirty. Another eyeliner that I tried and really, really like this month is the Milk Infinity eyeliner. It's a waterproof eyeliner. This shade is Limitless. It's a mechanical pencil, and it has a little sharpener on the back end. They stay in the waterline really well. They're fairly waterproof. I wish they came in more colors, but other than that, really great product. All right, clothing faves for this month. First one is a pair of coated jeans. that I got for the holidays. It is beautiful burgundy color. They fit great. I think they also came in like a green color. So those are really pretty. They might be on sale right now. I have to check and see, but I thought I saw them on sale. The other half of the outfit is gonna be this sweater. I wore this in my gift guide video and it's so pretty. It has all these little rhinestones on it and it has this really nice argyle tone-on-tone raised knit to it. It comes in both white and black. I believe the white is selling out, but there are still a few sizes available. There's lots left in the black. The black is really striking as well. And then the other thing for this month that I've been wearing a ton is this poncho. I bought this a couple years ago and it is just a perennial favorite of mine. It's so perfect for this time of year, especially if it's not super cold winter yet. And I love the fringe at the edges. I love this black and white. I wore this for Thanksgiving with a dress and I wear it out whenever I go out with jeans. It's just the perfect little wrap cover up. All right, so I think that's all the faves. Now let's talk about the maybes. They weren't terrible, but they weren't fantastic. The first one is gonna be that Natasha Denona palette. Now, I think this is a beautiful, beautiful palette. I got this in the Sephora sale, but this palette costs $70, $69. And every time I use it, I love the eye look that I get from it. But it is missing a shade or two for me. Like, it doesn't have a really pale matte shade that I can use on my eyelid. Every time I use the Natasha Denona palette, I grab this palette and I grab this color to do my eyelid in this paler color. But it is beautiful, and if you are an eyeshadow palette collector and you love Natasha Denona, then you definitely have to have this one. Okay, this one was a funny one. I love this product. It would have been a fave this month, except when I went to link it, I discovered that it was discontinued. That was a fail on my part. I got a ton of requests to review the Shark Flex Style hair dryer. This is a less expensive version of the Dyson Airwrap, which you know I love. The Dyson is $600. This is about $300, so about half the price. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. I gotta say, I did think that the blowout that I got with it was equally as good as the blowout that I get with the Dyson. But my problem with it was that it was so hot on the highest heat. And of course I use the Dyson on the highest heat and it's not too hot. It doesn't burn my hair. My other problem with it was that the cool shot, it took so long to get cool. And I was just like waiting. Whereas with the Dyson, you press that cool shot button and it is cool, not instantaneously, but very, very quickly. I felt like with the way that this brush head is designed that it was more similar to the Revlon One Step, which is only like $50. I don't love this on this. I didn't love it on the Dyson either. I don't use that on the Dyson. So for me, this was just okay. And speaking of the Revlon One Step, I saw that Revlon released a newer version of the One Step called the 2.0. And this one is smaller. It's got a smaller head here than the One Step, and it also added in a medium heat setting because I guess they heard a lot of the complaints that the hot was too high and then the next setting down wasn't high enough. So I grabbed this. This is like $10 more, I think, than the original Revlon. But for me, the head on the original was too big. So I wanted to give this one a try. Having used this a couple times, I didn't mind how my hair came out with it. It actually came out nice. It gives it a lot more volume than I get with the Dyson. One thing that I don't love about this is it doesn't have a cool shot button. Like the thing on the Dyson is that it has that cool shot button right there. It's so easy to get to it. I just love it. But this one, the controls are all here on the handle and you have to rotate this around. And so it goes off, cool, low, medium, high. So today I just used it on the medium and it was fine, but it was still really, really hot on the medium setting. So hot that even this little knob up here got really hot. For a fraction of the cost of the Dyson or the Shark, I would say if you're looking for like a hair tool and you're just looking for like a decent blowout, I would go with something like this for 50 or 60 bucks over the Dyson or the Shark. I think this is a good solution for you know, people who are more on a budget and are just like never gonna spend that kind of money on a hair tool. All right, and now it is time for the fails, the things that I really, really didn't like. First thing out of the fails bin is the Jones Road WTF, which stands for What the Foundation? And yeah, that's about how I feel about it. What the foundation? Like, what were y'all thinking? I know a few people wrote in who said that they absolutely love it. They tended to be people with really, really dry skin. Okay, now I have combo skin, so anything that just feels greasy, makes me look greasy, is not going to be a fave for me, and that's what this does. It felt greasy and oily looking all day, and the wear was very, very short. It gave very little coverage, and it is very, very fragranced. So it contains like 4 different oils and at least 2, maybe 3 different waxes. So for me, that's just not the kind of stuff that I would make a foundation out of. Unfortunately, this just was a no for me. I reviewed this Tarte C concealer. This was really nice at first, really smooth, really great coverage, but unfortunately it just didn't wear well by the end of the day. It was just really worn off, kind of settled in all my wrinkles and everything. I also tried this Sephora Contour Lip Liner, and I really liked the color on this, and I really liked how it's a gel formula. It just glides on the lips. It felt great to start, but after 5 hours, my lips felt really dry and really parched with this, so I actually bought 2 of these. Kind of bummed that I did. The Rare Beauty mascara, tried this the other day. Didn't love it. It didn't give me those nice sleek looking lashes that I like. They were a little bit like spider leg-ish, and it flaked a lot throughout the day, so wasn't a fan of that either. So that, I think, brings us down to the end of the faves and fails bin. See my high-tech bin here. All right, so that is everything that I had to share with you in today's faves and fails video for the month of November 2022. Just want to let you know that for December, I'll probably be putting up 4 videos in December, 1 a week on Fridays, although I am going to try to do a short for Tuesdays, but I don't know if I'm going to get to it. You know, the holidays, it's so busy. You know, when I'm putting up 2 videos a week, it takes me 6 full days to make those, and there's only 7 days in a week, so that leaves me no time. So I thought it would be nice to just kind of take it easy for the holidays. So if you found the video helpful and informative, go ahead and give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. As always, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.